Ever wondered why some people seem to have their financial life in order while others struggle? Welcome to the world of personal finance, a realm that can seem intimidating but is actually all about mastering a few basic concepts. It's about understanding how money works in your life. You see, personal finance isn't a subject reserved for bankers or Wall Street tycoons, it's a part of everyone's life, whether we realize it or not. Imagine waking up, knowing exactly where your money is going, and having a clear plan for how to achieve your dreams. That's what financial literacy brings to the table. It's like getting a map in a previously uncharted territory, guiding you through your day-to-day expenses and helping you plan for long-term goals. Let's break it down a bit. Personal finance is all about understanding your income, knowing exactly how much you're bringing in and from where. It's about managing your expenditure, being aware of where your money is going and why. It's also about savings, setting aside a portion of your income for future needs or emergencies. And of course, it includes investments, making your money work for you so that over time you can achieve financial growth. But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers and the dollar signs, it's about gaining control over your present and your future. When you understand personal finance, you're no longer at the mercy of unexpected expenses or economic downturns. You're able to make informed decisions and not just react to financial challenges. And remember, it's never too early or too late to start. Whether you're a student starting your first job, a parent planning for your child's education, or a retiree managing your pension, understanding personal finance can make a world of difference. Understanding personal finance is not just about money, it's about gaining control over your life. Do you know what your real income is? Let's dive into the world of income, a fundamental concept in personal finance that is often misunderstood. At its core, income is the money you earn from your job, business, or investments. But did you know that there's a significant difference between your gross income and your net income? Gross income is the total amount of money you earn before any deductions are made. This includes your salary, overtime pay, bonuses, and any additional income you might have, like dividends from investments or income from a side hustle. It's the big number on your paycheck that probably brings a smile to your face. But before you start planning that next big vacation based on your gross income, remember this: it's not what ends up in your bank account. That's where net income comes in. Net income is what's left over after all those pesky deductions have been made. These deductions could be taxes, healthcare premiums, retirement contributions, and more. It's the money that actually lands in your bank account, the money you have to spend and save. Understanding the difference between gross and net income is crucial for financial planning. If you're basing your budget on your gross income, you're setting yourself up for a financial fall. Your net income is the real number to work with. It's the money you have to play with, to budget, to save, to invest. It's the money that feeds you, clothes you, and keeps a roof over your head. But why is understanding your income so important? Well, it's simple. You can't manage what you don't understand. By understanding your income, you're taking the first step towards financial literacy, towards financial freedom. You're laying the foundation for a budget, for savings, for investments. You're empowering yourself to make informed decisions about your money. Knowing your real income is the first step in taking control of your financial life. So take that step today, understand your income, and watch as your financial future transforms. Scene script. Are you spending your money wisely, or is your money spending you? Now that's a question that can really make you stop and think. And it's all about expenditure, the outgoing flow of your hard-earned cash. But do you know where it's all going? That's the importance of tracking expenditure. It's like being the captain of your own financial ship. You need to know where the wind is blowing your sails, and that wind is your expenditure. You see, every little purchase, every bill paid, every treat or splurge, they all add up. And sometimes they can add up to more than you might think. It's easy to dismiss small, unnecessary expenses. Maybe it's that daily latte from the fancy cafe or those impulse buys when you're browsing online. They might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they can drain your financial resources like a slow-leaking tap. But it's not just about the money you're spending. It's also about the opportunities you're missing. Every dollar spent on unnecessary things is a dollar that could have been saved, invested, or used to achieve your financial goals. It's a dollar that could have grown into $2 or $5 or $10, but once it's spent, it's gone. Expenditure management is like a financial diet. It's not about starving yourself or never enjoying your money. It's about making conscious decisions, understanding the difference between wants and needs, and making sure that your money is being spent in a way that brings you value and joy, not just fleeting pleasure or convenience. Remember, your money is a tool, And like any tool, it's most effective when used with purpose and precision. So take control, track your expenditure, understand where your money is going, make mindful decisions, cut back on the unnecessary, and focus on what truly matters to you. Because at the end of the day, every dollar you spend is a dollar less to your financial freedom. Do you know how much you should be spending on your needs and wants? That's a question we often overlook, but it's crucial in mastering the art of budgeting. Let's dive into this a little deeper. Budgeting, at its core, is the practice of creating a plan for your money. It's about knowing where every single dollar goes so you can make informed decisions about your spending and savings. It's about setting financial goals and then devising a strategy to achieve them. One of the most popular and effective methods of budgeting is the 50-30-20 rule. This simple yet powerful rule provides a straightforward framework to distribute your income. Here's how it works. Imagine your monthly income as a pie. You slice this pie into 3 parts: 50%, 30%, and 20%. The biggest slice, the 50%, is allocated for your needs. These are the things you absolutely can't do without, like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and transportation. It's important to note that needs aren't the same for everyone, and you'll have to define what a need is for you. Next, we have the 30% slice. This is for your wants. These are things that make life enjoyable but aren't strictly necessary. It could be a new gadget, a vacation, a fancy dinner, or a subscription to a streaming service. Again, what constitutes a want will vary from person to person. Finally, the smallest slice, the 20%, is reserved for savings. This is the portion of your income that you put away for future use. It could be for retirement, for a down payment on a house, or for an emergency fund. Remember, savings are not an option. They're a necessity for financial security. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how does this help me achieve my financial goals? Well, having a budget allows you to see exactly where your money is going. It helps you identify areas where you might be overspending and areas where you could potentially save more. It gives you a sense of control over your finances, and that control is empowering. Furthermore, a budget helps you prepare for unexpected expenses. Life is unpredictable, and having a buffer in the form of savings can save you from financial distress. It also helps you prioritize your spending. With a budget, you're less likely to make impulsive purchases and more likely to spend on things that align with your financial goals. In essence, a budget is a roadmap to financial independence. It's not about depriving yourself of the things you enjoy. It's about making smart choices with your money. It's about ensuring that your money serves you, not the other way around. So, remember, a budget is not a restriction, but a plan that paves the way to financial independence. Why is it that the habit of saving is so important for financial stability? Let's take a deep dive into the world of savings and unravel its power. Imagine standing in front of a vast ocean. The ocean represents your financial stability, and each drop of water symbolizes your savings. Every drop that you add makes the ocean a bit more robust and resilient. This is precisely how saving contributes to your financial stability. It may seem like a small contribution initially, but over time, your consistent efforts can create something substantial. The first and most obvious benefit of saving is it provides financial security. When you save, you create a safety net for yourself. If you were to lose your job or face a financial crisis, your savings would be there to catch you, preventing you from falling into debt. It's like having a reliable friend who's always there to help you out when you're in a pinch. Next, let's talk about emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can arise at any moment. Your car might break down, the roof might start leaking, or you might have to make an unplanned trip. In these situations, having savings can be a lifesaver. It's like keeping an umbrella handy. You may not need it every day, but when it starts to rain, you'll be glad you have it. Now let's move to the more exciting aspect of saving: achieving financial goals. Whether you dream of buying a house, starting your own business, or going on a world tour, saving is the key that can unlock these dreams. It's like setting out on a journey. You know your destination, and saving is the fuel that powers your journey, moving you closer to your goal with each passing day. But how early should you start saving? The simple answer is, the sooner, the better. Think of it as planting a tree. The earlier you plant the seed, the more time it has to grow, and the larger it becomes. Similarly, when you start saving early, your money has more time to grow, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Even small amounts saved regularly can add up to a significant sum over time, so it's never too early to start. Moreover, saving is not just about stashing away money, it's also about learning to live within your means, and developing financial discipline. It's about making conscious choices and prioritizing what's truly important. It's about understanding the difference between wants and needs, and learning to delay gratification for a more secure future. To sum up, saving is a powerful tool that can provide financial security, help in emergencies, and enable you to achieve your financial goals. It's a crucial habit that can significantly impact your financial stability and overall quality of life. Saving is not just about putting money aside, it's about securing your future. So let's embrace the power of saving and take control of our financial future. Remember, every drop counts. Ever wondered how the rich get richer? It's not always about having a high-income job or inheriting a fortune. More often than not, it's about understanding the power of investing. Investing, in simple terms, is the act of putting your money to work. Instead of letting your hard-earned money sit idle in a bank account, you put it into assets that have the potential to grow over time. These assets could be anything from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds. The idea is to make your money generate more money, thereby increasing your wealth gradually. Now you might be wondering, isn't investing risky? Well, yes and no. All investments come with a certain level of risk. But the key here is to understand that risk and return go hand in hand. Typically, investments that carry higher risk offer higher potential returns. Conversely, low-risk investments usually provide comparatively lower returns. This is where the concept of risk tolerance comes into play, which is essentially the degree of variability in investment returns that an individual is willing to withstand. However, it's important to remember that not all investment risks are the same. Some risks can be managed or mitigated, while others cannot. This is why diversification is crucial in investing. By spreading your investments across various types of assets, you can potentially reduce the risk and increase the chances of earning a decent return. Now, how does investing help in achieving long-term financial goals? Let's say you're saving for retirement, which is perhaps 20 or 30 years away. If you simply stash your money away in a savings account, it might not grow much due to low interest rates. But if you invest that money, it has the potential to multiply manifold by the time you retire, thanks to the power of compounding. Investing is also essential for beating inflation. Inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and subsequently, purchasing power is falling. If your money isn't growing at a rate that's at least equal to inflation, you're effectively losing money. Investing can help you overcome this problem by providing returns that outpace inflation. To sum it up, investing is a powerful tool for wealth creation. It can help you achieve your financial goals, beat inflation, and secure your financial future. But remember, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires patience, discipline, and a good understanding of financial markets. It's also important to note that investing isn't a one-size-fits-all strategy. What works for one person might not work for another. Your investment strategy should be based on your financial goals, risk tolerance, and investment horizon. Investing is not about getting rich quick. It's about growing your wealth steadily over time. So start investing today, and let your money work for you. After all, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Why does financial discipline matter in personal finance? This question brings us to the heart of what it means to manage money effectively. Remember, financial discipline is not just about curtailing your expenses or living frugally. It's a commitment to your financial goals, a promise to yourself that you'll stay the course no matter what. Imagine setting off on a journey. You've mapped out your route, planned your stops, and you're ready to hit the road. But if you deviate from your plan, take a few wrong turns, or decide to take an unplanned detour, you may end up somewhere entirely different. Similarly, in the journey of personal finance, financial discipline is your compass, guiding you towards your financial goals. Let's consider budgeting. Creating a budget is a fantastic first step, but without discipline, it's just numbers on a page. It's the financial discipline that helps you stick to your budget, avoid unnecessary expenditures, and prioritize your spending based on what truly matters to you. Now think about saving. We all know saving is important, but it's easier said than done. It requires discipline to resist immediate gratification and put money aside for the future. Without financial discipline, those little indulgences can quickly add up, leaving you with less money to save or invest. Speaking of investing, it's another area where financial discipline plays a pivotal role. Investing is a long-term game, and it takes discipline to stay invested during market ups and downs, resist the temptation to time the market, and keep your emotions in check. Financial discipline is not just about making the right money moves, it's about making them consistently, day in and day out, year after year. It's about understanding that every financial decision, no matter how small, can have a significant impact on your financial future. In conclusion, financial discipline isn't an option, it's a necessity. It's the glue that holds all the elements of personal finance together. It's the force that propels you towards your financial goals. And above all, financial discipline is the key to unlocking your financial potential. So where does all this leave us? Let's journey back through our discussion, retracing the steps we've taken to understand the fundamentals of personal finance. Our first stop is the concept of understanding income. We've learned that income isn't just about the paycheck you receive at the end of the month. It's a broader term that includes earnings from work, investments, and other sources. Understanding the nature of your income is the first step towards efficient financial management. Next, we delved into the world of expenditure. We recognized that managing expenditure isn't about curbing our desires or restraining ourselves from enjoying life's pleasures. Rather, it's about making informed choices and ensuring that our spending aligns with our priorities and financial goals. Then, we ventured into the art of budgeting. Budgeting is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's a financial tool that allows us to visualize our income and expenditure, make adjustments where necessary, and ensure we're on the right track towards our financial goals. It's a roadmap for our financial journey, guiding us towards our destination while allowing us to enjoy the scenic routes along the way. From budgeting, we moved on to the power of saving. We learned that saving isn't about hoarding money or denying ourselves the joys of today for an uncertain tomorrow. It's about striking a balance between our present needs and future aspirations. It's about ensuring we have a safety net for emergencies and a treasure chest for our dreams. Investing for growth was our next stop. We understood that investing isn't just about multiplying our money or becoming overnight millionaires. It's a strategic move to grow our wealth over time, to make our money work for us, and to secure a comfortable future. Finally, we arrived at the importance of financial discipline. This isn't about strict rules or stringent regulations. It's about consistency in our financial habits, about making informed decisions, about staying committed to our financial goals, even when the journey gets tough. Each of these concepts, understanding income and expenditure, budgeting, saving, investing, and financial discipline, are like pieces of a puzzle. When put together, they create a complete picture of personal finance. But it's important to remember that personal finance isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a journey unique to each individual, influenced by our income, expenses, lifestyle, goals, and aspirations. It's about making our money work for us, not the other way around. So as we wrap up this discussion on the basics of personal finance, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Let's commit to applying these principles in our daily lives, to making informed financial decisions, to creating a future that's financially secure and free. Remember, personal finance is not about the money. It's about the freedom to live the life you want.